So we have to be very, very, very careful with the way this thing is going, because you go out on the streets and see children begging. Like children in numbers, they are begging. You would ask one, you see a 6-7-year-old child. He doesn't even know. You ask him, where's his parents? He doesn't even know, but he's in Abuja. His parents are in Sokoto, or his parents are in Kano. Like how do we even, how you as a parent, see, if I'm going to be made president of Nigeria, I'm going to carry all these children on the street, and then you must show me your parents. If you show me your parents, the way I'm oh my God, that any parents that, like, I'm going to hold liable for giving birth to a child and throwing the child on the streets without even knowing where the child is, you are going to face a jail term. You will face a jail term. That's insensitive.
Hello and what's up, guys? In this video we are diving into a heated conversation that is shaking up northern Nigeria. A northern Nigerian man has spoken out about what he sees as the real problem: reckless childbirth and polygamy. And he is calling for serious action. And guess what? Even former Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose is weighing in, saying this is a major issue for President Tinubu's government. Now, let's start with the words of this northern Nigerian man. He is not holding back. He is asking a simple question: how can a man struggling to feed one wife decide to marry another? He talks about seeing men in Abuja working small jobs like cutting nails, shining shoes, or selling sugarcane. Yet, they proudly say, I have 2 wives and I am planning to marry a third. But here is the reality. This is leading to an explosion of out-of-school children, kids begging on the street, and young girls being put in dangerous situations. He says it is time for northern Nigeria to have a serious conversation, because this circle is not just unfair, it is destroying lives. And it doesn't end there. Ayodele Fayose is echoing this concern. He says this issue isn't just a personal problem, it is affecting Nigeria as a whole. During an interview on Channels TV, he shared a shocking story. He met a security guard earning just 34,000 naira per month. That is not even enough to survive on. But guess what? The man has 4 wives and 16 children. Another man he spoke to had 3 wives, 8 children, and 1 more on the way. Fayose says this kind of reckless childbearing is making things even harder for the government, which is already struggling with the economy. Guys, I will let you watch this video for yourself so you can see exactly what I am talking about. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. Take a look, guys, and remember to share your thought after watching.
Yo, top of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. This message is actually going directly to my brothers in northern Nigeria. Yo, listen, I am still trying to calculate how you cannot fend for 1 wife. You are trying to marry another. The reason why I'm saying this is, in Abuja, you would see somebody cutting nails, or doing, a shoemaker, or selling sugarcane, and then he will tell you, I have 2 wives. I'm even planning to add the 3rd one. And then you'll be wondering, how is this possible? You understand? That's why the number of, out of school children or children begging on the street is actually outrageous, because these are parents that will just give birth to children that they cannot even account for, and then they throw them out on the streets to become hawkers. You are going to see little girls in northern Nigeria, 6, 7, 8 years, selling things on the road. Some of these girls usually get defiled by people. Some of these girls are in danger. Some of these girls don't actually sell what they're being asked to sell, but they're selling their body because of the exposure that they're having. It's not fair. Northern Nigeria, we have to talk to ourselves. So, it's not all about marrying. You marry 1 wife, 4 children. Marry 2nd wife, 4 children. Marry 3rd wife, 4 children. You have 12 children, and sometimes this guy is more like they are proud. Yeah, I have 12 children that you cannot cater for. Oh man, we need to really do something about this thing, because it's actually getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. Yo, listen, going to see these people always saying, yeah, God said we should marry more than 4 wives, or more than 1 wife, and this is it. The modalities to marrying more than 1 wife is, Allah said, if you can be just to more than one, then marry more than one. If you know that if you buy wife 1 G-Wagon, you're going to buy wife 2 G-Wagon, you're going to buy wife 3 G-Wagon. You know that if you sleep in wife 1's house for two days, you're going to sleep in wife 2's house for 2 days, and so on and so forth. Now, and you have to love them equally. I am telling you that there are some people that will tell you, yo, like among all my wives, is my first wife that I love the most. That's why I did this to her. Which means you are unjust, and you're not even supposed to marry more than one wife. You are unjust. So we have to be very, very, very careful with the way this thing is going, because yo, you go out on the streets and see children begging. Like children in numbers, they are begging. You would ask one, you see a 6-7-year-old child, he doesn't even know. You ask him where's his parents, he doesn't even know, but he's in Abuja, his parents are in Sokoto, or his parents are in Kano. Like how do we even, how you as a parent, see, if I'm going to be made president of Nigeria, I'm going to carry all these children on the street, and then you must show me your parents. If you show me your parents, the way oh my God, that any parents that, like, I'm going to hold liable for giving birth to a child and throwing the child on the streets without even knowing where the child is, you are going to face a jail term. You will face a jail term. That's insensitive. Well, waiting we know if we talk plenty now, they will say we talk. But Northern Nigeria, this is a wake-up call.
As your final word on the program, what would you say is a way forward? What do you think the government should do to alleviate the suffering of the many millions of Nigerians who tonight are looking for hope?
Let me say this. Maybe this will now be a better way to represent my mind. I went to one state in the north, and I don't want to mention the name of that state. I was there for 3 days. In the course of my stay, I got familiar with people in that part of the government house that I stayed. So I sat outside and we started speaking to 1 or 2 people. And the gate man told me, he said, how long have you been in government work? He said he has spent 26 years. So I said, good. What is your salary? He said, Mikida, kudi small. I said, how much? He said, it's 34,000. I said, how many children do you have? He said, he has 16. How many wives? He says 4. My brother, problem is inside.
Don't look at me like I owe you anything. You are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it.
If somebody is earning 35,000, what can government do with 17 children? We don't want to be realistic. Another person said he has 8 children, 3 wives, and one of his wives is still expecting. There are things to be done with our people too. Because when you have children, you go into government. A government that is struggling to survive. It's difficult. When you're asking me, what will I say to them? What will I say to a man who has 17 wives?
All right,
17 children for our wife? Yes.